Before this video gets started, I would actually tell people to go to the Instagram page. The link is down in the comment section. Watch the video first and then come back and leave a comment underneath the video so that you can follow clear cut and understand fully what it is that I'm saying. And I would also like to state that if I had the information of whoever these women are, I would advocate for these women to be arrested slash thrown directly in prison, and for the child, whoever has rights, for those rights to 100% be stripped. Because at no point in time should anything that transpired in that video been allowed to sit up there and transpire. As I stated before, I'm an advocate for children, and at no point in time should anything like this ever be allowed to take place, nor should any type of child even know anything about these actions. Like I said before, there comes a time where I'm left with no words. And I I almost in a sense don't even know what to even tell you. I have to try to, really contemplate. I really got to try to put some things together in order to um I don't even know. Because like I said before, the main thing that I've stated before and that I will continue to state again is that we have a variety of things in the community that needs to get talked about. Social media is a very beautiful thing, and it's a very dangerous thing. Um, the innocence part, that is the horrific beauty, if you will, is the fact that we can see these things that take place so that we know that there is a clear cut problem that needs to be fixed, that needs to be sorted out. The issue with that is the moment in time that you just so happen to critique these types of things, you will have people trying to state that, oh, you're just trying to demonize black women. You're just trying to say this about black women. You're just trying to further come at black women in a negative light. You're just trying to make black women seem like this. You're just trying to, and that's not the case. You are literally able to hear two adult black women laughing in the video. You can clearly see, right, one black woman laying down on a couch or a bed or whatever it is, and the other black woman is sitting up there filming. And then you have the young one sitting there, and if you just so happen to have watched the video on IG, which is going to be posted in a comment section, you could just go there and then you can come back and leave a comment. If you just so happen to watch what it is that took place, like I said, I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. Now, you're going to have some people here that will more than likely say, well, this wouldn't happen if the black men were actually present in the child's life. That wouldn't happen if the black man was in the household and XYZ and all these other types of things, right? So let's bring up this scenario because we already know the scenarios that everybody likes to bring up in order to shift and to deflect and put the blame directly on black men. What if both of the black parents are practicing, right, co-parenting, right? So that they're separated, but they're completely fine and dandy with still trying to have some type of um, decent, right, talking to the point where they can both be equally in the child's life, right? So the father has his own house, the mother has her own house, right? So if the father already had his visitation with his son, that means that the child is going to go back to the mother's house. So if this is taking place at the mother's house, how would the father know? Who's going to tell and report this back to the father? How is the father going to have control over a situation that he doesn't even know exists? And on top of that, is happening in a whole other household, which he is not overseeing, nor is he paying the bills to. So like I said before, whenever people want to bring up a lot of these arguments and they want to deflect and they just want to put 100% blame on black men, they never want to think about the aspect of the black man still being there. He just can't be or doesn't want to be with this woman because of obvious reasons or for whatever reasons. But then let's go back to the aspect of what a lot of people say, where this is the black man's fault, right? So if this is the black man's fault, right? Who is, in a sense, taking care of the child? If the black man is not there, right? Let's just say the father abandoned his child, right? He's nowhere to be seen, right? Which means he's invisible, right? Which means that there is no physical person that you can actively place the blame on. So if that is the case, then who is it to blame? Who are we looking at directly in this video? Who are we able to hear directly in this video? That would then mean that it's going to come down to the women that are clear cut in the video. It's the women that are responsible for the actions that are able to take place. They're responsible for the enabling that is allowed, right? They're responsible for the bad behavior that is taking place. All of these actions, right, that you're seeing, he didn't learn this by any black man that is clear cut in the video. He is clearly learning this from the women, right, that are clear cut, allowing him to quote unquote embrace these actions for all intents and purposes. Isn't this what people consider hypersexuality, over sexualization, as black women, objectifying, disrespecting, devaluing black women? But this is clear cut what two women here allowed from this young one in this video. And yet nobody sat up there and corrected him. And looking at the actions, if you watch the video, this is obviously something that he has done before, because they enabled him to repeatedly do these exact same actions. Like I said, at the end of the day, there's a lot of actions that's taking place online that's being allowed by women, and nobody is directly calling out these women for these types of actions. But like I said, it is what it is at the end of the day. So when it comes to a point in time where these younger boys, right, are growing up, and black women are wondering, yo, why are they so disrespectful? Why are they this? Why are they that? Let's go back to the women who are raising these young boys, who are enabling these young boys to disrespect black women, right? Vocally and physically, who are allowing these young boys to sit up there and objectify, hypersexualize, over sexualize, right? The black woman's body, who is being allowed to objectify a black woman or black women. But like I said, when you showcase and you want to post a light directly on this, people want to scatter like roaches, and nobody wants to be here in order to take the responsibility for what it is that we are clearly able to see directly in front of us, which you are clearly able to see in a clip form when you go and look at it on the Instagram page. The moment in time that things like this can actually get talked about openly, and these types of people are showcased and called out for these actions, that's when real change will start to happen, when it comes from black women on their side dealing with the rest, right, of the other problems that's happening and taking place in the black community.